Hello, my name's Sean, and you joined me this morning in Britain's smallest county. I'm heading down to a little village called Eggleton. I'm just coming up to it now, and I am going to go into the birdwatching centre at Rutland Water. I'm very fortunate to live locally and have spent many a fine morning here. I will see, hopefully, a number of birds, none of which I can identify until I get home and get my book. But I've got my camera, I've got my binoculars, and I'm hoping that you'd like to join me. We'll have a little wander around and we'll see how we get on. So you watch these guys on YouTube and you think to yourself, I can do that. Camera, microphone, have a wander around somewhere nice. How hard can it be? Answer is very hard. Watch on for dodgy camera work, technical issues, and lots of umming and ahhing. £7 to park the car and entrance into the reserve. Picked up my gear. As I said, got my binoculars, got my camera, got a tripod just in case I fancy taking some video. I'm not very good at videoing, to be honest. I prefer to take still pictures. Talking to you this morning using the iPhone, which is surprisingly good for a video camera. And we're going to have a walk through the reserve. There are a number of hides you can go and have a look at. Each hide has got signs inside it of what you may or may not see, and we'll have a little look, see what we can see. I was very fortunate last time I was here, just around Christmas time, and I saw an otter, which was very nice in the early morning. I'm not quite sure I'm here early enough today to see the otter again, but we'll head down to some of the hides. We'll see what we can do, see what we can find, and I'll hopefully bring you with me. So this is a view from Redshank Hide. We've got the hide to ourselves at this moment in time. There's Canada goose out on the island there, mallarding close here, the black-headed gulls are always flying around, making an awful lot of noise. Over between these two islands here, or between that island straight in front and a little bit of land on the left, there is a small flock of tufted ducks. I'll try and get a couple of pictures. It's quite dull and overcast this morning, but with a bit of luck the sun's gonna poke out and we'll see what we can find, or it'll brighten up a little bit. Oh, there we go. Looks like the tufted ducks heard me and have decided that they want to fly off. Anyway, see if I can grab some pictures, and we'll go from there. Heading up to Grebe Hide now. I've had a quick look in the first one there, and I said tufted ducks were around, black-headed gulls, Canada geese. But as I say, head up to Grebe Hide, see what we can see in there. It's actually part of the same lagoon. I think it's Lagoon 2, but it's part of the same lagoon. It's just a little bit further round. The paths here are excellent. We've had a lot of rain in recent weeks, but as you can see, paths are not muddy. You got good access all the way around the reserve. It's a fantastic place for anyone to come to just enjoy the wildlife, and if you're into bird watching, then that's a bonus as well. But just spending the day here walking around is great. Just up on the right here now, and we're going to head down to Grebe once again. We'll go in here and have a look. If I'm on my own in there, I'll perhaps have a little bit of a chat and describe to you what I can see, tell you a little bit about the hide. If there are people in here, I'm not going to do that. I don't want to disturb them. That's just a little bit rude. But as I was walking up the path, I've just come across this swarm of bees right next to the path. I'm not going to get too close. I certainly don't want to disturb them, and I will mention this to the team back at reception on the way back. As I say, it's huge, absolutely massive swarm there. I'm gonna step back and I'll, as I said, mention this when we get back there. I might take a couple of pictures with a slightly longer lens, but I'm not going to get too close to them. There's a view out from Grebe Hyde, out over the lagoon. Beyond the lagoon there, beyond those trees on the far side there, that's the main reservoir. You can see a number of nest boxes or nesting platforms out there. Sadly the phone doesn't have a great zoom on it, so anything wildlife wise, I'm going to have to take some stills or attempt to take some video with the camera. While we're watching out here now, I'll just tell you a little bit about the gear I've got with me. I've got a Canon 6D Mark 1, fabulous camera. I bought it second hand and absolutely love it. Hasn't got the fastest frame rate, but it works very, very well in low light, and I'm very, very pleased with the pictures it takes. Currently on the front of it, I've got Canon's EF 400 f5.6L lens. Again, incredible lens, quite light, easy to walk around with all day, and the images it produces really do flatter the photographer, or they flatter me anyway. Super sharp, super detailed, and fabulous colours. Right, so we've left the bees to it, and we're now just heading round, have a look at Osprey Hyde, which is straight up ahead of me, and then we'll come back, go through the gate, go out into Sharp's Meadow, and we'll go round to the right, and we'll go round to some of the other hides around there. But let's just have a sneak up into Osprey. This is one of my favourite hides. This is the one where I managed to see the otter last time I was here. So once again, I'll just turn you off for a moment, and hopefully speak to you again in a second. One thing I should say about here is that if you are a keen photographer and you're looking to come here to photograph wildfowl and birds, you do need a long lens. A lot of the birds are quite a long way away, and for me, even with a 400mm lens, I do end up cropping quite a lot of images. I have got a 1.4 teleconverter, which I sometimes put on, but it's then manual focus only. The automatic focus doesn't work. But But as I say, things are a long way away. If you enjoy your bird watching, good pair of binoculars, 8, 9, 10 times, and you'll have no problem at all. You get lucky sometimes. You do get stuff comes close if you sit quietly and don't spend time rabbiting to a camera, as I'm doing now. Say if you sit here quiet and there's no one else around, they'll sometimes come in a bit closer, but generally you're going to need at least 400 mil, possibly 6, and if you want some of those really close-up shots, you're going to want to go even longer than that, maybe 800 with a converter on it. I'm just heading around to Dunlin Hyde. I've just seen one of the wardens, and he said that there is a ruff round here, and there are some whimbrel. Now, I have got my app on my phone, so if Mr. Ruff does put in an appearance, I will hopefully be able to recognise him or her, and at the very least I'll take some pictures and then I can refer back to them later. It was all going so well up to this point. I have no idea why the microphone stopped working. What I was trying to tell you at this point was that the ruffs didn't turn up, didn't see a ruff, and I didn't see a whimbrel either. But sitting in the hide was still quite good fun, and I did manage to get some footage of this duck and ducklings. A bit of comedy value now. Why am I pointing with my finger? I have no idea. Because the sound doesn't work, I can't even remember what I was pointing at. We're going to skip past this one as quick as we can. If you've got this far in the video, thank you. I'm not even sure this video will make the light of day. It's the first time I've ever done something like this. I enjoy my photography, and I do the odd video with trail cams of wildlife or music videos where friends or family are playing. Occasionally pop them up on YouTube, but it's the first time I've ever done anything where I've done anything to camera and then kind of put pictures together or spliced it all together, anything like that. So if you have watched it, then it's obviously made the light of day, and if you've got this far, thank you very much. Coffee stop was a little bit longer than initially anticipated. Once I got inside, it started to rain quite heavily, and as much as the camera and the gear is reasonably waterproof, I didn't fancy coming out, so I'm just going to less than 10 minutes walk from the visitor centre now. I'm just going to head into Mallard Hyde, which looks over Lagoon 1. Lagoon 1 you can also see from the visitor centre. It's got upstairs in the visitor centre, so if you want to go up there, if it is rainy, you can go and sit upstairs there and have a look. So I'm going to head into Mallard Hyde. This is my last hide of the day, so we'll have a look, see what we've done, see what we can see. So there you go, folks. I once again lost the battle with the audio. I have no idea what I did or didn't do, but we'll try again next time. I'm now going to leave you with some stills that I took during the day, and also some video shot with the Canon on the 400mm lens of a feeding grebe. Thanks for watching.